31 is my
Gustav, Staff of the Gods. Proper names are unique, cuts in time and space, but with histories. These names of histories do not follow straight lines, but drift through meaning and memories, picking up wishes and dreams. To invoke the names of history is not to seal the future and into the past, but to unlock the inheritance of dreams and names. Gustav, we give you this name, learning from the virtues of Gustav that inspired us. From Gustav Metzger, the practice of self-destruction and self-creation. From Gustav Lendur, a regenerative spirit of wisdom of creation. From Gustav Courbet, the rules of an impossible imagination. And from Gustav Klutzis, an indomitable spirit of agitation and propagation. May the names of history bless you as you enter a future, which, as St. Strummer reminds us, remains unwritten.
Each visible fact absolutely expresses its reality. Imagination consists in finding the most complete expression for that which exists, which is always more than it appears. Raptures remake the moments that the city becomes a canvas, a festival to tear down the Vendome column, to demand the impossible as the most practical necessity. Art arises from the feeling and the knowledge that the line between a generative and a destructive reality is a paper thin. To what extent are human beings part of this ceaseless chain of destruction? Do we absorb it? Does it impinge upon us? Is destruction so deeply embedded in us, inescapably there because it is in the entire cosmos? We absorb it in the course of the development of life, of which we are part, the bombardment that is present in the Earth and in the galaxies. Cataclysmic forces, which is what galaxies are present as life evolves, and evolving life inevitably absorbs such elements like milk from the mother's breast. That is what unites us with the beyond, the capacity to reach a core, burning, endangered, exposed, and to go on, to go through the furnace, to go through the galaxy, and emerge intact.
It is spirit that must lead to revolutions, spirit that performs miracles, one that must be created out of nothing amidst chaos. One can throw away a chair and destroy a pane of glass, but those are idle talkers and credulous idolaters of words who regard the state as such a thing, or as a fetish that one can smash in order to destroy it. The state is a condition, a certain relationship between human beings, a mode of behavior. We transform it, perhaps even destroy it, by contracting other relationships, by behaving differently towards one another. Freedom is not the invention of anything new, but the discovery of something actually present, of something that has grown. It has been said that the state is not competent in artistic matters, but we are the state, and we shall continue to be the state until we have created the institutions that form a real community. What does life matter? We will die soon. We all die. We do not live at all. Nothing lives but what we make of ourselves, what we do with ourselves. Creation lives, not the creature, only the creator. If a thing is worth doing at all, it is worth doing badly. Nothing lives but the actions of honest hands and the governance of a pure, genuine spirit. To live means to become new again, equally eternal, from multitude to multitude. These are the words of the Gustavs.
Gustav, today we baptize you as a citizen of NSK state. You have been accepted into the fellowship guarded by the immanent transcendent spirit from which everything comes and to which everything returns. We are radiographed through by it. We gain strength from it, and our freedom is based on its infinity. The immanent transcendent spirit hovers above us. If something bad happens, it happens for a purpose whose end result is always for your good. Gustav, with its help, you will overcome difficulties, and within it you shall find peace. The immanent transcendent spirit is your guardian, patron, and helper purely because it has its overworldly essence, which nothing can harm. Even the worst destructive force can only dash itself against this concrete, trying to break down it, but remains lying before it, broken and bloody under this wall. The immanent transcendent spirit is before all, above all, in all, and behind all. Therefore, if any should wish to destroy it, they cannot even come close to doing so, since nothingness and destruction also come from it and are ruled by it or used against people who are bad. For this reason, Gustav, when death comes, in this spirit you are not dead. Perhaps even with the help of future physical medical technology, which is its idea. For the infinite spirit can never be refuted. Therefore, that which cannot be refuted can itself refute everything. So Gustav, do you renounce to not belonging to it? Do you renounce of evil which can only harm yourself?
Yes.
Good. Now you may be without care. If we say that there are numberless universes, and along with these also numberless elements, their differences, classes and functions, then we have here a thing which the former can never contain, because from it comes an infinite series. And that is the spirit. Since it is beyond that, it is impossible to be beyond. Gustav, good luck.
Did you want to say anything or try to...
Well, I think that you said it all. So, first of all, I would just like to thank you that we have been able to participate in such a beautiful event. That would I could say for myself.
Okay. Thank you. I'll just say one or two things. I'm not going to explain too much because I'm always struck by Nietzsche's phrase that artists are best misunderstood than being fully understood. But if you're wondering sort of why we want to baptize Gustav into a state that has no terror to only time, I think it's quite interesting for us, given that I'm from the U.S., Stephanie's from Singapore. he's born in a country where he can't even get a state document of the country where he lives in. So when sort of borders operate in a way which sort of the way we identify in our everyday lives doesn't bear any relationship to actually how state documents work. It makes much more sense, at least to me, to sort of reimagine what a utopian state might look like. And thanks to all the work of Erwin and NSK over years and years and years, they've made lots of great tools for thinking this through. So it was really great to have this be a sort of way to sort of welcome Gustav into the world and into a sort of artistic aesthetic tradition. So that was the idea. We have a box here. If you have any sort of well wishes or messages for Gustav, there's little cards with images from Gustav Klutzes on them, so you can write on the back and then put in the box. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, there is a big crazy Susan effect.
Because Ursus in Latin is a bear. Ursula would be female bear.
Fabulous, thank you. Yeah, he's assistant.
The window with a cross, and there was a moon, and the moon was shining, and the shadow from the window of the cross kind of was projected into his arm. That's how the cross, how the Ursula Norden get the cross.
Give it to Harry.
Yes, yes, and also at the Staff Center we have another teddy bear. We get some more books.